Only you can do what you've been placed on this earth to do. No one else can do it for you. I've actually found myself saying this phrase a lot lately. No one is coming to save you. Could perfectionism be stealing your joy? Let's talk about it. In this video, we will discuss how your perfectionism has become an obstacle to your happiness and what you can do to overcome it and find true and lasting joy. There's a high probability that someone watching this video has yet to start something they would love to do because they want to start with a perfect product. But this desire for perfection has led them down a cycle of brainstorming, planning, with little to no action. I have to include myself in this. I have started and restarted this YouTube channel at least 3 times now, but I always find something wrong with it. My perfectionism has always become procrastination for whatever reason, because the lighting wasn't perfect, or because the ambiance in the room was off, or the audio wasn't perfect, and so on and so on. But I want to give you and me some encouragement. Perfection is a lie. Perfection is completely unattainable in this life. For instance, Apple releases a phone, a perfect phone, every year, only to release a newer, more perfect iPhone the following year. I mean, even the preamble to the United States Constitution has the idea of forming a more perfect union. And we all know how that's working out. Again, perfection isn't attainable in this life, but that doesn't mean you can't have joy. So here are 3 ways to put your perfectionism to death and pursue a life of lasting joy. Number 1, find joy in the ordinary and not in the extraordinary. I believe many of us have lost our sense of awe because things that were once considered extraordinary have become mundane. In the ancient world, people would look up into the night sky and they would marvel at what they saw, because when they gazed into the heavens at night, it probably looked like the sky was on fire from the billions and billions of stars that covered the night sky. And seeing this would have filled them with a sense of awe. Today, we find ourselves living for the weekend in our busy, fast-paced lives. And we're not happy until we're in the perfect relationship, or until we can take the perfect vacation, or until we can buy a new luxury item. And we never stop to appreciate life's blessings. Now, in the Christian faith, we have something called the ordinary means of grace. And these ordinary means are simple practices that God uses to give us grace and joy. They are practices like reading God's word, prayer, and fellowship. Now, although miracles are an important part of the Christian faith, every single Christian doesn't experience signs and wonders every single day. So if you're a Christian, I want you to draw strength and joy from the ordinary means of grace. Now, if you're not a Christian, thankfully, God hasn't given Christians a monopoly on joy. So you can find joy in the ordinary rhythms of life as well, in the smile of someone you love, in a good book, in music, or in the beauty of nature. So rather than waiting for the next big event to bring us happiness and joy, let's all take time to appreciate the beauty of ordinary things. Number 2, pursue excellence, not perfection. The passion that is within you and I that drives us to perfectionism is not necessarily a bad thing. It just means you want to be the best. It means you want to win. So again, it's not bad. It's just kind of misguided. I think many perfectionists would say that what they desire most is optimization. And although there's likely some truth to that, I believe for most perfectionists, it's actually more layered than that. I believe there's a spectrum of things, both positive and negative, that perfectionists desire, like instant gratification, a sense of importance, and a sense of belonging. But depending on your personality, your desire for perfectionism could result in a petty form of utilitarianism or in procrastination. One way to combat this is to recognize that perfection is driven by results, while excellence is driven by integrity and results. Perfectionism is selfish. Excellence is selfless. Perfectionism is about our ego and persona, but excellence is about love and legacy. And pursuing excellence helps you to establish metrics in a way that prevents comparison. As a recovering perfectionist, you have to kill comparison, or comparison will kill you. When you pursue excellence, your only competition is yourself and not someone else's expectations of you. And no one can be a more excellent version of you than you, which is the perfect segue into our last tip, which is to simply go and make your contribution to the world. I want you to understand that God made you uniquely you to serve a purpose that only you can serve. Only you can do what you've been placed on this earth to do. No one else can do it for you. I've actually found myself saying this phrase a lot lately. No one is coming to save you. So if you don't do it, no one else is going to make it happen for you. And the world will miss out on the gift that you are to the world. And it feels great to serve people with your gifts. So I can promise you that you'll feel so much fulfillment in your spirit once you share your gift with the world. So don't allow your perfectionism to withhold something so beautiful from the world, because the world needs you and everything you have to offer it. I hope something I've shared has been helpful for you. If you've found any value at all in this content, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Until we meet again.